was one piece of advice I could give an ASID member, it would be to be as involved as possible.
In meeting with the new ASID Emerging Professional Advisory Council, we found out that the reason they maintain their ASID membership is through the many great in-person connections that they've made with the society. So we asked them to share with you the best connection that they've made with ASID.
The best connections I made at ASID were at a retreat in Santa Fe where I met two of my current mentors. One is Susan Sanazi, the editor-in-chief of Metropolis magazine, and the second was Nyla Lazarowitz, who was ASID Designer of the Year a couple years ago. And it's because of the two of them that I'm doing what I do now.
My mentor is Alex Goldstein, and he works for the federal government. Actually, he's a facilities planner in New York, and he mentored me through the NCIDQ and certification process. And he also sort of took me under his wing and trained me on one of the committees in our chapter, New York Metro chapter. And eventually I became the chapter president, and now I'm working at the national level.
So through ASID and my involvement with ASID, I've actually developed two very close mentors. The first is Robin Bartleman from Indiana. She's the Director of Interiors at Cripe Architects and Engineers. And we met while she was the financial director and I was the student rep to the board for Indiana. And through that relationship, she really helped me develop confidence in my design skills and my talents. And then my other mentor is Tama Duffy Day, principal at Perkins & Will in Washington, D.C., where she got me really involved with the Washington Metro chapter, as well as really helped develop my confidence in, in just developing a vision of what I see the profession being and what I see myself as a designer to be.
My best connection with ASID thus far was in my position as the SRB for the Pennsylvania East chapter. Before I completely got immersed in ASID, I went to the CLC conference in Cincinnati in 2009 and met one of my design mentors, Deborah Lloyd Forrest of Forrest Perkins. It was a great opportunity for me to just meet one of my design idols before I even got my feet wet in ASID, and that's why I continue to stay involved.
So a little bit about my background. When I was a freshman in college, I was undecided about my major, and I started taking design courses and realized that this was something I wanted to pursue, but also at the time realized I wanted to transfer schools. And my mother actually recommended that I talk to a family friend, Rosalind Kama, and I called her on the phone, and she was great, and she talked about the profession to me and recommended that I look at accredited schools. And so she actually sent me a list of schools that I might want to consider. And so I ended up applying to Cornell, and that's eventually where I enrolled. And spent 4 years there, worked on a master's degree, and while I was writing my thesis, Roz actually called me and was interested in offering me a job. And after graduating, I was looking at a couple different firms, but in the end chose to work for CAM Incorporated in New Haven, Connecticut, mainly because I felt overwhelmed by how much I didn't know, and thought that working with Roz, I would have a lot of exposure to her knowledge and just be sort of mentored by her. So that was one of my main reasons. And it's amazing how that initial phone call sort of set off a series of events that has now led me to where I am today.
The best connection that I made with ASID was meeting my fellow members of the Emerging Professionals Advisory Council. This is a group of individuals who all really care about their work and really care about finding new ways to engage emerging professionals.